Bro. And she smells. I don't want to be seen with their ugly ass. Maybe if you go take her to get a shower, then I'll take her. Yes, I would. I don't fucking shower. God damn. She stinks. Every time she comes up to lay up next to me, the first thing I smell is like it's disgusting, you know? So what time do I have to be up tomorrow? Oh, so like I have time to like lay around and do nothing. Well, can we pass by the store so I can buy a Red Bull? Ugh, far from it. You're funny. You. Look at it. What do you mean? I'm not gonna touch that. Oh. Ew, it's so blood. Probably. I need to go back to buying her flea drop song. For like, I can check. 'Cause I ordered it on Amazon. You have to give it to them every 3 weeks. And since Leon isn't here to come back with fleas, it'll be easier to get rid of. Order 2025. Over there. Over. Oh my gosh. Wait, she does have a lot actually. Get her out of here. For a 4-pack, it's $50. What? It kills them. Can you get her out? Good. No, I feel like, anyone's getting bit up in here? Literally, I was fucking dying today. I think that's so little. Can you do flea searching like on the floor or something? Ew! Oh, I'm getting bit up in here, bro. So what time are you gonna be out of school at 12? What time are you gonna be out of school at 12? So I can take a shower. I feel like I'm getting bit up in here. Yeah, look at her hair. There's a lot. It's easy for them to hide and they thrive in the heatness, I would say. Oh. Yeah, give me a card, huh? They should probably do it on your account. You have Prime. Do my iPad. You should probably get her haircut first and then put it on so it's actually... Yeah, but she probably didn't wash her bed. Coco, you getting bit up in? For her new one? Alright. She needs new blankets too, honestly. No, she's giving everyone $40. Hey! Vete fuera! Go! I have to wash the fucking blankets again.
cup of coffee isn't just for the early birds. It can also be...
What?
Coffee is not a
Ew.
must, but a
No one wants to go up here, but not even
sure
please.
is.
Gross. You use my iPad? You can use mine? Yo, give me it so I can get McDonald's. You even forgot the ranch. I just gotta catch up from the fucking drawer. Whatever, nigga. Yeah. Let me see my iPad so I can order the drops. Let me see what's
Is it gonna work if she has a whole bunch of hair? Should I get her hair?
You need to get her haircut first. We might as well order them right now so they come in time. Give my iPad.
I need to do her.
Good. So this is the hidden realm the Qingming sword was talking about. The whole... Ethereals? Even in this realm? Let me take care of them. This feeling...
What is it, Xiaoguang?
The Qingming sword seems so restless. If I use it now, it might awaken an entirely new power.
So that's the Qingming sword's new ability?
Yes, the sword feels amplified in this area. Let's keep going and clear out every ethereal here.
The gate...
illegal pornographic material. Just maybe try to demonetize getting this.
Drifting clouds!
Covering all of this, I go through pretty much every piece of information that has come out.
More ethereals incoming. Use the sword's new power to take them out!
behavior that we're starting to see now with the
Shoko,
We will see
stay
the
alert.
messages that
Ariel is different from the others we've seen.
confirmed and go over the experience with this video.
More active than the others. I'll be careful.
Close to hitting 100,000 subs.
Out of our way, evil monster! Ride the wind. Stop. A measure of steel slices the world through. Radiant cloud.
So that is central zone.
The Qingming's might. Rend the heavens.
And then we're going to go ahead and take a look down at the bottom. The mods are hiding the links because by posting them, you're accidentally sharing them with everyone here on Reddit. The things included in the list: Family Nudism, Lollipop, multiple teen websites, one including teens and animals. Another tab labeled 500 JBT. Not going to say what that stands for, but it's bad. I'll check for the bit that I end up making. I don't know if I want to do that right now, though. He also ends up deleting the VOD that contained that leak. That's pretty bad. Seems like a pretty big fuck up. But then I also have
My turn.
with a bit more context to some of the stuff that he's reading. Lucario exposed all this in his live stream. Then I remember what I said on the other post. The original post was getting deleted and re-uploaded. Then I remember what I said on the other post. Family nudism is the real smoking gun. It's a wonderful thing. It's just a way.
Stretching clouds.
And they certainly were hesitant. They certainly
Help! Somebody! Please, help me!
That voice and figure. Senior Inu?
Looks like it's really him, but why would he need help fighting ethereals?
Not sure. But let's help him. We can sort it out later. Proceed!
It seemed like a bit of like a humor stream
Oh,
for the family nudism.
all the
That's a
ethereals
bit
have been
horrifying. That is, label this. And unfortunately, it is only going to get. But let's just kind of go through the course.
My teammates are trapped somewhere around here.
This involves continuously screaming throughout all of it. Like this entire breakdown happens to the and working through this again.
Damn, these ethereals! Am I really gonna die here today? Oh, John! Are you okay?
Okay, let me explain.
Know that voice?
Also notice that
Big
throughout
Pun!
this, and you guys can
Finally,
see it
come on!
here, but,
Give me a hand here!
First we posted, it keeps sending in this message from Lucario saying, age isn't the issue, it's just. Surfing is fine. Surfing is fine.
The shit got downloaded. Like, I didn't trigger a fucking download. It got downloaded. I opened up the fucking text document. I saw what was in it. I deleted the text document. I deleted it. But the problem with Windows 11 is that even if you delete the text document, it
Someone's
actually still
been through
saves it.
here. It has to be Big Pan.
So I deleted it.
If that mercenary's information checks out, and he's as strong as they say, then his fear of combat doesn't make sense.
So with that-
The fucking hentai on my fucking hard drive, bro. Like a lot. Sometimes you go to a site, some shit downloads on your shit, you won't fucking want it, you fucking
There's
delete it,
blood
and
in the
that's
air.
what's gonna happen,
Signs of a fight.
okay?
Obvious disguise. Incoming! Here!
And it's still kind of just like, holy shit, I don't know how in the face of something, like genuinely that is essentially illegal based on using what Lucario does in his own research. He's not
What's the light? Here, Radiant cloud! Buttons!
this thing randomly downloaded onto my computer when I was browsing one of these porn sites,
That's the
which...
sword, Will.
Let me just pull up the clip. Let me just...
Xiaoguang, you okay?
I don't know why, but
Our prospect
Yes.
is going off now, Sean. It was good to be right.
Unlike that time you did it.
Watch out. High-risk ethereals ahead. Stay focused, Xiaoguang. Hold on. Something's not right with these ethereals. What's happening here?
Now, believe it or not, this is not Lucari with a voice changer. This is a separate incident that I never really
My turn.
covered as I wasn't used to it. This is a pretty serious situation that went down. This
Try
poor
breaking
guy
through using a
installed it.
technique.
He's trying to explain to his mom the same issue that Lucari is. This is that the virus just showed up on the computer while he was driving. It downloaded. Lucari is also very serious. Now this is, to get back on track. The way that text
Now we can
document
move
stuff
forward.
works, him talking about Windows 11 and deleting a text file and all that, although it sounds maybe like it's specific enough that that might actually make sense and be the case, it is not from multiple people doing the test themselves. Replays from the other
another
field. But the
obstacle.
code doesn't line up with the basis. Temporary
Ride the wind. You're a frog. Cross listen. What the heavens? Alright, let's keep going. Big Pan should be close by.
It's still there. You literally test call this and double check it right now. I'm not outright calling him a liar, in case he has some different version of Notepad than mine that behaves differently, but goddamn, it's not looking good. Additionally, if it's a saved file, this other person corroborating correct, with unsaved changes to it or a temporary tab, it has a circle on the right side of the tab. His files didn't have those circles, and the tab title doesn't match the first line. Those were saved files on his drive. He also had multiple tabs in that Notepad window. If it were only one file, it would have only opened one singular. And then someone saying to give him the benefit of the doubt, he opened a pre-existing file, edited it without
finally
saving
found
and closed
you.
Notepad, then reopened Notepad after deleting the file. It will still have the unsafe circle inside.
Come on,
Had multiple
let's
files
face
like
that big
Here,
baddie.
we have from another twin, not me, myself, Twinkio, but from Twin69, I believe.
Thank you, Arthur. We're good. I wanted to let it go. Okay, so there we go. Delete. Okay. No, it's not there. I mean...
Honestly, I'm shaking like a leaf. But this time, I'm not backing down. My fear points where my blade should strike, and my sword follows where my heart leads. I, Big Pan, the Melt Iron Merc, am a swordsman who swore to protect my comrades. Your souls twisted into ethereal. Forgive me for what I have to do.
Breaking all illusions! My turn now? I'm gonna do my best! Let's keep this advantage. Leave it to me! Light brings the dawn.
I thought that this somehow was a mistake or a virus, but it's looking real bad. You need to get help. I'm unmodding myself and unassociating with you. Peace. Continuing on after that, he brings Asmongold in this. So he has, I believe, a podcast where he does content with Asmongold, Lucari does, and they were texting back and forth.
Asmund, that's a piece that we need a separate PC for that song.
Asmongold told him he needs a separate PC for that song. Now, a lot of people were like, that's crazy that Asmund would, like, sweep that shit under the rug. Now, it does end up terrifying. So he has his own, like, response from here. This is doing an Lucari done. He goes through this entire thing. People were like, how the fuck could you say that in the face of what was being exposed? And so he clarifies, info had just come out, and the clip I saw had the names and everything something. Obviously, I wouldn't have said this if I knew what the clip was. I was expecting that he wasn't just, like, seeing that this dude is telling, like, reality shit and, like, lollipop stuff, and he's like, that's cool. Keep in mind, he's doing all of this live. That is why so many of these clips are coming from live stream fails, because he's doing a multitude of research, of crashing out. Here's another one, and this is, you know, the reason that this is titled the way that it is. Lucari finds out that Lollipop is
Shifting clouds.
says that the root is hard drive. Saying like, oh, you know,
Well, does your body...
changes significantly if the involved such as Lollipop or whatever that is. Okay, I think he's maybe he's not quite I think this 43K that he thinks is like a fine or something, this is the penal code. It's not money, it's not a fine, I just think he read it as such.
The fight's over for now. Since we've got some...
He could click.
You've got one for complaints. If you spot an ethereal, let's take this advantage. I see edge. Blazing arc. Intercept. Seal. My blade cuts down evil. My spirit soars in the sky. Perish now! Forward! Turn around! This can't be fine! Frost glistens!
It's not really how that looks at all. It's very clear, and I think you guys can see it too, that Lucari is not really...
Perish now! Yep. Yeah! My blade cuts down evil. My spirit soars in the sky. Frost glistens. Split the heavens.
Bruh.
Got one for complaints. The winning pieces are in place. One foot, 2 foot, 3. I see edge. Split the heavens. Frost glistens. A measure of steel slices the world through.
Not like the guy. He's fully in the right. Even if this is a joke that Lucari is trying to make of the situation to insinuate that this kid did that, yeah. That like old writer with dotted with W handed to him on a silver platter. You can't do that. You can't say when the implication is that someone who consumes that content or sends it around is probably a fucking pedophile. So yeah. Fucking insane shit to do. Like, I'm blown away. The weird thing about this is, like, again, I said it earlier, but Lucari is taking this so casually. Like, it's so clear that there is such a disparity between his audience and the people that are witnessing this and how severe they believe it to be, because it is. This is the part. Like, he keeps trying to downplay this to a point that I believe that he doesn't think this is that big of a deal. I believe that he doesn't think it's that big of a deal. I don't know why. It leads you to believe that he's kind of desensitized it or genuinely thinks it's okay to have what he claiming when he's supposed to be there and believe it himself. This happened to you. Like, what the party is saying is true, that he was browsing some website and it was downloaded to his computer. I don't know about you, but if I see shit like that, freak out, I'm like calling the cops. But I'm going to contact authorities to fucking get that website checked out. Like, are you kidding me? In my head, that's horrifically illegal. That's fucked up. Like, I don't understand why that isn't the response. But I guess, it's live. There's different reasons to behave that way, but it really doesn't look good. Maybe the virus thing through. To think that all of this could have been resolved if you just had the McAfee antivirus. Of course, now, we're seeing it here, and this is kind of something you guys. Not only does Lucari end up getting banned on Twitch, he ends up stopping the stream for bots. Which
we meet again.
Get banned on Kick?
Yeah, that's right. Though the study is covered in dust, there's a couple of ancient texts.
Onto this outside of what he's already been doing on live streams, but people started. I mean, it was like when you're instant fucking genius. People started finding old clips and they now started to resurface on like stuff of your college. Questionable conversation information being spread about them during the stream. It seems like harmless jokes. I don't think it was listening to basically something years ago. So these were Lucari's folders.
Not good enough. You should have trained harder. Again!
That voice. And that small frame. That's Senior Fufu, isn't it? But she seems unusually intense today.
Let's hurry and see what's going on.
Because what happens is after a certain while, he abandons the folder and starts a new one. But he has pictures from like 6 years ago that he doesn't even remember he had. And so we spent like an hour or two going
with
through
all your fancy kung fu.
6 years.
Now move. I'll show you how it's done.
Of pictures.
I can't
6 years.
Even if we make it past this thing, we'll never clear the deeper trial.
So, yeah. Alright. Okay, folders with pictures. This is from last year, 2025, year of our Lord and Savior. March 18th has it specifically. It does just get... Lucari, this is genuinely the one that unsettles me the most. Lucari makes a sus admission that scares Rafflegator. I don't want my face on this one.
It's something about, like the forbidden. It's like the forbidden.
Oh yeah? Are you into the are you into
then when it's
I don't know if you should admit that on stream, Lucari.
Pushing yourself like
Oh,
this?
God.
It's too much.
Okay, no.
Nothing, man. Don't worry about it, bro.
Oh, brother, come on, man.
Could you just stop and talk to us for a
Why
minute?
can't you be like me, dude? I'm
Maybe.
simple. I like sluts. Like, sluts are great because, like, they get the job done. It's quick and easy. 30 seconds. They know what they're doing, and I don't have to worry about anything.
I want a wholesome girl, you know?
You're crazy.
I want an ooh girl, that goes ooh XD and shit. I'm like,
You need a therapist. Mine is simple. I like anime pussy. I like sluts. Okay? I don't try to be something I'm not. All right?
What about me? No, call me up. Go ahead.
I don't know. You're scaring me, man. I'm sure. I like it when they haven't done much. It's pretty nice. What?
I like her.
Oh, no, there's the lead.
Okay, like...
Sword follows my well.
Given
and
a
wins
different
all in the heavens.
context and scenario, maybe, and I mean maybe, you can come out unscathed with a fucking clip like this, but holy shit, with everything that has come out, with other people corroborating that he has fucking 6 years worth of, like, not deleted pictures on his computer, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, the forbidden fruit to say that pure, and they're like, oh, you want to hit virgins? And he goes, no, I didn't say that. What else is there? Usually it's easier to be like, well, there's an argument to the other side. But maybe we're talking about people, like he said, that are false. People that are just like, oh, there's more like purity, maybe, like more brutish, something like that. But like he consumes so much porn content, like it's not a secret. It's very clear. When you say some shit like
Just
this,
like
the
that,
forbidden
she's
fruit,
gone.
you want to taste.
Let's follow her.
Oh. I don't know. I don't know.
Tiger was
Really
fighting-
doesn't look good though. And then we also
If the
have
bodybuilding
this, which I would say is probably that one's bad. This one's kind of just like functionally the worst. Lucari on an old
Are
clip
they all
from
from
Ms.
Grim
Kiff's
Tiger?
stream, Lucari takes a lie detector test. Again, I do not want my face on this.
You two, this way, please.
Do you like lollies?
Yes.
Finish this
We don't like that.
The line is drawn. Frost glistens. Radiant cloud.
Do you like lollipop? I don't even feel comfortable saying it as is. And he says not like that. How else? How else do you mean that? How else
like the
can you?
path ahead
I
is
don't
blocked.
know how this hasn't blown up before this. Am I missing
We'll have
like?
to find a way through the
Is
maze.
there some respected artistic endeavor that involves lollipop? Because don't believe so. I like genuinely. If anyone has some clarification as to what the fuck that means, he's talking about he likes to get into the forbidden fruit. He on a line.
This is the real deal.
And now these files show up on his computer. Usually
A
there is
measure of
another
steel slices the world through.
that he has made it.
Alright.
Frost glistens. Radiant cloud. Yeshun Guan of Yunquai Summit, breaking all illusions.
Doing too much, bro.
Judgment. Here is frost. Radiant cloud.
IG.
Teaming up with others may not prove that I can handle these monsters alone. Nope, but at least it shows that I never forgot what my sword is meant to protect. I'll always fight side by side with my kin and my friends, whether it's battling Ethereals or the ominous Tigerbane Bell. Radiant, don't you dare underestimate our strength. These lives are not yours to take. Yep. The sword follows my well and wins howl in the heavens. Split the heavens. Yeshun Guan of Yunquai Summit, breaking all illusions. The sword follows my well and wins howl in the heavens. Split the heavens. The Qingming's might rends the heavens.
Can I use this thing? No.
Monkey statue holding banana.
Oh. Wait. Let's go. Okay.
Swirling clouds. Proceed.
No, give me skill or something. Look at us, yo.
Hero's Frost. Frost glistens. Split the heavens. The sword follows my will, and winds howl in the heavens.
Oh, I can do it.
It has either been what seems to be a very ill-fitted attempt at trying to justify or explain away why he has the stuff he has on his computer, or it just is.
Oh, Mom. Wait.
Rebuttal for it, or a counter, or it doesn't add up. And we have this surrounding context of Lucari. He has been doing this kind of stuff for years. All that comes together, it is really hard to see this another way, other than there is clearly something going on. It's content on the
Please give me a skill or something.
Hero's Frost.
But I want to go over this because I ended up reaching out to this one. I got a bit of take the party back to
Radiant Cloud.
my body type is very flat. I'm young. Recorded me doing self stuff for him on Skype. I'm scared because I didn't go because he tried to gaslight and deny the video existed / he got paid. And they include these photos here. Trav doesn't give their full name, give their first name. Known as first party agrees to enter this contract with blank. Known as second party in June 11th, 2015. Based on the following free mutual communicated consent to the binding legal property of this agreement. Never destroy and never possess all audiovisual means of any recordings of the files of the second party as first party access to within 24 hours plus. Altogether, transmit or reveal any of the above mentioned files with the exception of the file sent to the current holder of the phone number. Form of commentary or the second party agrees, that being the victim posted here, to give up the pursuit of legal action against the first party on the grounds of alleged intellectual property appropriation and the intentional infliction of emotional
A measure of steel slices the world
say something sort of thing as a pattern of behavior for literal decades with them. Also, if you ever sent them anything, most likely everyone is supposed to have seen it as well. This isn't like a whole ton, and this seems like a pretty low amount of court jargon. I've read the reviews, so I was like, this seems a bit strange, so I wanted to reach out and confirm if I could figure out how valid this was. So actually, I left a comment on one of these posts here to say, hey, reach out to me, and they did. And we had some interactions. They They showed me that document again with some of the uncensored bits. They also told me, and actually we're going to go through those messages, that they themselves had written this up. These are our messages. And I did get confirmation, you're going to see it a little bit further down, that we're able to kind of share everything that I'm showing you guys right now. What did you want to ask? And I said, yeah, run a YouTube channel, plan on streaming, going over what comes over. I just want to know if it's possible you'd be able to provide any more information confirming the validity of your experience with Lucari that you outlined in your post. If you want that to be private, I will happily keep it private. If it's possible, I'd like to hop on a call, etc. They said, yeah, I'd like to keep my own personal real-life identity private, so I'm not really prepared to deal with the whole doxing and death threats, but happy to provide more info. And so, yeah, we'll just go over text and stuff. I would be able to give a bit more context surrounding the relationship with Lucari, when it started, how long, and what led into you finding out about this recording. I can't believe I forgot this. There was 2 parts of this post. I apologize. This is the second. This is an audio file, and they just had the photo up next with it. I'm going to let that play here. To give you guys context, this is a TeamSpeak message that was recorded, or a TeamSpeak group. For those who don't know what TeamSpeak is, it was like Discord before. And it's people talking about this alleged recording, and one of this individual's friends went into this TeamSpeak and recorded this audio of them talking about this video existing. And this is how they found out that it was real,
along the way.
Lucari had.
Parents, if your child plays Roblox, listen, you can qualify for up to 300,000.
I've never seen distortions like this before.
No, actually,
are we really doing this? After all these years, Big Pod has saved us so many times.
He was trying to fake you in the shit.
I know that.
Well, instead of then, so there might as well be no video.
This peaceful era has no place for someone like him.
I
His swordsmanship is on a completely different level. The higher-ups don't want him to become a problem later on. You feel it too, right?
I don't even know who did.
Just imagine if one day he turned from ally to enemy. It'd be terrifying.
Never acknowledged that Lucari made it. That's how it did that. We're going to get a bit more context as to what that is. So back to the messages here.
Someone as strong as him would die so
easily. You guys better understand. Continuing on to give a bit more context here. Yes, it was around 2015 when we were playing Terra Online. Terra, the MMO game. An online relationship. There are some posts here in my old blog that shows that me and Lucari had a connection. And there also are some clips on Twitch where I'm playing with him in Terra Online around this time period to further corroborate this.
Let's be extra
so
careful.
I went ahead and pulled those up and showed those to you guys as well. This is one of the Twitch clips here.
No, they're not lucid.
Okay, you're gonna make a definition one? Okay, I'm now the
Hey Nick, I'm just gonna throw that away.
You hear the mention of Lucari, and then we also have some posts from
A measure of steel?
and so we've got things like All Hail Mad King Lucari right here. We'll place up some fireworks, things like that. Lucari always ends up with piles of balloons in his lap for some reason. These are back from that time period, so it all kind of matches up. It would be tough for me to believe that this stuff was fake, or at least like this information kind of provide that they were interacting with each other at this time. As the relationship was online, it lasted several months, but we eventually ended up breaking up because of different life goals. The content of the post is about what happened shortly after. During the relationship, we had some explicit Skype calls.
I've never seen distortions like this before.
In these calls, I specifically asked him not to record it, and he recorded this. I said, would you be comfortable with me showing any of this? He said, share everything I'm saying here, or I've shown you, I don't mind. The way I found out about him recording the Skype calls is because his friend, known as Cat, I don't know his real name, texted me some screenshots from the Skype. Now, that phone number that was included in that document, the non-formal NDA, that was the phone number they're saying from Cat. And they had sent these screenshots from that Skype call as a way to threaten and harass me. Unfortunately, I don't have the screenshots, as this was 11 years back from an old phone. I said, threaten you over what? I honestly don't know, but from recollection, it was something along the lines of, look what I have on me. I can't provide any screenshots on this, so you can feel free to mention that if you need to, so keep it with a grain of salt. This is just my recounting of my experience. That's how I found out he may have been recording the Skype calls. When I confronted him, he gave the same excuses he is giving now. He got a virus. He said his friend Tad had sent him a virus and stole these from his PC with a Trojan horse or something. So I asked some members of Man Up, did you see the video? ManUp was the group, was the guild, and they responded with they didn't see the video, which gave me the understanding that there was a video, even though he denied it. So they were 2025. I just wanted to confirm ages and whatnot, and then there is a link to a video, and it's on Lucari's YouTube channel, just to kind of confirm what ManUp was. This is at that time frame, 10 years ago, I believe, March 20th, 2015, and this is Terra. Terra's next update, and he had made a video, ManUp to your disadvantage. Now, the audio is stripped from it. Keep in mind, between this and the post, June 11th of 2015, so this would have been just a few short months, like 3 months, before that thing was drafted up, that NDA. So continuing on, and actually, this is interesting to kind of corroborate. So they were talking about that they had a flat-chested build in one. They say, I was 20 and he was 25. I have a petite and flat-chested build, so I appear much younger, though. That may be relevant in the context of the current accusations. This comment here is referring to me. And so we can take a look here, and actually, we have a screenshot here, but I can also pull it up off the YouTube video, because it's still there. RIP Trey Lucari. He was a good guy. All Trey ever by Frank Tack. It's just, a joke thing, but it's referencing this same person, or so it seems to be, and that's what they're claiming as well. I kind of follow up asking a few questions too, because I want to, be clear about what Lucari had said versus what this person is speculating on. They said, did he ever comment on that specifically, being flat-chested, appearing younger? Or are you speculating based off the recent news yourself? They said he did comment on that. He would say stuff about how he likes how small I am, and he would ask me to put feet in the camera too during these calls. Again, I can't provide proof of this for obvious reasons.
Since you've already
but after
come
the
this
ManUp
far,
members said they didn't see
allow me
videos,
to
they
lend a
went
little help.
and had that conversation with the audio.
And let me see
and I
how
said,
much
did
you've
you
grown
yourself
since last
over this?
time. Shall
I
we?
went to a friend of mine trying very desperately that he was to date him. She took pity on me and talked to their team to see while this was going on. He got reported. This is proving that there was a video that was killed and illegally recorded Skype video that many people in this guild saw. The same one that I grabbed screenshots from to send me by a technical means. Afterwards, I had a chat with Kari and agreement to sign it formal. And so I asked also if you have any other screenshots of this formal NDA. They said redacted, so they showed that to me. Asked if it was only ever digital. They said it was only ever digital because he was living in Texas and they were in Cali, so it made sense there. They followed up, so it makes sense. He drafted the informal NDA. And then they were saying, since he's a public figure, it's like, yeah, do you have a Discord?
The one that gave you such a hard time
They
before.
said I wrote the NDA. It was pulled up in court.
So,
proof that what I
do you
said
think you can take it down
yeah, I
now?
have a Discord. So,
The sword
they
is no
see
longer
that
lost in doubt.
message, so
I'll
I'm
use
not
my
showing
sword
that.
to
And
cleanse this
I
place of
was able
evil.
to get that information. Further confirm that yes, so
Disciple of
they
Yun
showed
Kuei
me. I would
Summit,
need to see
keeper of
some
the
more
Qingming sword.
Ari signatures to kind of corroborate
ready
the
for
signature
combat.
that was shown. But I'd be able to. I'm putting my name on saying this seems to be legit. Keep in mind this was 10 years ago. It is to potentially say kind of some pirate stuff. Maybe Lucari is a different person now, but given the fact that the allegations are tied to a pattern of behavior from 10 years ago, given up to the present now, we've seen other old clips kind of corroborate the same identity and behavior. It's not looking good, and I felt it was useful to share this with you guys as well. Now this is about where the string wraps up. I hope you guys enjoyed, found this useful, this compilation of everything that happened, still kind of spoiling. So if you did enjoy this and forgot to give me some, give this video a like if you liked it, and I'll see you guys later. Adios, peace.
This life hack will forever change how you trim your body hair. Most trimmers are slow and leave hair all over the sink. By the time you come on, you're like, wait, why did you do this? It's just very poorly done throughout. That's just something I wanted to comment on, is not only did they, once again, not fully redact things because they were sloppy, but also,
Why wasn't the last
victims'
sword on
names
that
got
ethereal?
stuck in this. Like, girls' names appear sometimes, and I'm not sure, are they supposed to be redacted? Because they're redacted over here. They're not over here. I'm trying to figure out who it is. It's just kind of a mess. They needed to point that out. Other times we have things like this, like Brock Pierce, a co-founder of Tether, also known as the biggest stablecoin in the world. He sent a message to Jeffrey Epstein with the subject line Anastasia, and then it's just a bunch of redacted stuff with a few untitled JPEGs in here. And so, you're thinking to yourself, what is this? Is he sending some illicit media? Like, what is this? Well, then we have this page where it wasn't redacted. I put that little dark square. I didn't know if this should have been redacted or not. It's like a bunch of JPEGs. Now, does that contain victims? Is Brock Pierce sending photos of victims? I don't know because of the way the government did this. But underneath, it says, the Ukraine is now my favorite country, smiley face, Brock Pierce, with the subject line, Anastasia. I don't know what to make of that. I'm just saying, the redaction, the way they did this is not good. But now let's return to Steve Bannon and his "we're gonna crush
Come to think
the
of it,
trafficking"
it feels like
narrative.
forever since we last
Because
fought with our minds.
this guy, oh boy, has been revealed in the files being like Jeffrey's right
kid who relied on me for everything.
I mean, this guy was filming basically a documentary about Jeffrey Epstein in order to
I'm not the same
rehabilitate
little
his
girl
image.
anymore, brother.
And some of it has actually leaked to the public. It's been interesting to watch how that's been received. The funny thing is that originally Jeffrey Epstein's plan was to just do a YouTube video, like an apology,
Keep up
like
that
an
confidence and
old
give it your
school
all.
2016 turn on the camera for authenticity.
A measure of steel?
You know, he says, "You think I can do my own video interview and upload it to YouTube? No sandbagging."
That was a real
like a dire deceit. Steve Bannon says if you do an interview, it can't be like Johnny does at YouTube. It has to be amazing and professional and perfectly
already
cut.
accepted that you'll
Then
always
Jeffrey
carry
Epstein
the King
responds to
sword.
Woody, he assumed Woody Allen, because they were close. Instead, he would help edit, not learn how to stage a point.
My very existence
But that is turned into an interview that I have no experience doing. Always humanize a monster. Anything written
always hated that sword.
which Steve Bannon replies, yes, Jeffrey Epstein could be an interview. Like me, they start talking about how do you do this?
Because I met you here again.
How did I get
I
rich?
realized that I can't ignore what's inside your heart. Your innermost feelings.
As more than a monster. Now, funny enough, right before this, Jeffrey Epstein asks about a dinner with Woody, and then he says, "Or too many is in one place." And you gotta love the self-awareness there. Now, I don't know what he meant by that. To be clear, I'm not making that accusation against Woody Allen. We'll talk about him in a second. That's Jeffrey Epstein saying that. I think what's interesting to point out, though, is how all these rich and powerful people are circling the wagon to try to protect Jeffrey Epstein's reputation, right? This is a guy who, at this point, has been known for years to have pled guilty to these 2008 charges. This was an open secret. And so Steve Bannon goes along anyway, and he films this documentary. And what's interesting is he starts talking about the documentary, and he starts saying, "I'm watching our second hour now, guys. We're blown away. I didn't think it was strong at the time, but I was wrong." The huge part about threat of AI versus reality, threat of climate change. And this is where the notes start going back and forth of how can we get you to think of other things? So part of the conceit of this big interview of Jeffrey Epstein was to try to humanize him and actually present him as this genius, everyman, guy, few flaws, right? They knew they couldn't run away from the crimes. To quote, in Bannon's words, yes, 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 of course, but we must counter this to traffics and female children to be by world's most powerful, richest men. That can't be redeemed. Can't redeem the unredeemable. You are a lot of things which we will show, but you are not that. Bannon is aware that, like, they can't fully embrace the Epstein thing. They have to kind of make it about more than that. And if you see the YouTube clip going around, that's what that is. And it's been so interesting to watch the reaction because you see, even for people who've been prepped with the idea that this is basically propaganda, some of them still fall for it. They post things like, you know, oh, Cat Bro is casually confirming the world's conspiracies because he's talking about 2008. But guys, that's all deception. They're like trying to be like, hey, this guy, this horrible monster, he's going to tell you the secrets of the inside club. So you think more, that's the whole thing. Getting away with this. It's not some kind of, oh, he happened to want to talk about this. This is all premeditated. This has gone through revisions. They even called Jeffrey Epstein the smartest guy in the room.
Look, you're the smartest guy in the room, right? You know that.
It's honestly ridiculous anyone believes the false conceit of, you're obviously the smartest man in the room. You could tell us the world's secrets. I mean, this guy, honestly, he talks about some of his engagements, like with the Rockefeller board, and he tries to say that owning a calculator is why he got that.
Very advanced in those days to have a Texas Instrument calculator where it could, by putting in the numbers, it would multiply for you, do square roots. And that was the first thing. Everyone who had a calculator was already advanced on Wall Street. The most important parts of business were really now going to calculations. Places like Rockefeller